Hello, my name is Lucas and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you something that can help you with your piano technique and your piano skills, and that thing will be the Hanon exercises. If you are somewhat of an intermediate pianist or maybe a beginner but you already know how to read notes, this is very good way to practice your technique with the right fingers, and there are many over 60 exercises here, and every exercise is something new. Every exercise has some different technical problem. Today I want to focus on this first exercise, which is very easy, but again, if you don't know how to read notes yet, this will be quite hard for you to play. For sure, I will make some videos about how to learn sight reading and how to read notes, but for now this is like assumption this is assumption of someone who is already reading notes. Okay, so let me just play a little bit of this exercise first. And now I played only from the beginning to the C here, 1 octave, and this is just to show you a pattern. What we have here is just one pattern, one group that is going up, that is ascending. So only here we have a third and then going up, and again third and then going up and down, and so on and so on. With left hand we have exactly the same thing, no matter where we start. You see, the first is third, and then we go on the scale of C major, on the white keys only. Then we have the second part, which is the descending part. Here we have again the same pattern, the third at first, then going down and up with C major scale. So the exercise for the finished product is going to be 60 to 108 beats per 1/4. So it's fairly, it can be played slowly, but can be played quickly as well. And depending on that, you will practice different things. For example, when we have slower tempo, we can practice more structure of hand and individual finger going up and down. When we have more fluency and more tempo, we have more we are more practicing the going with one motion. So what is the best way to practice this as the first exercise for technicality? We have first right hand or left hand, but one hand only, going very slowly and going with one group only to D. So when we have here from C to D only, here from C to D only, and we need to make sure that we understand this pattern. Later we can play it from memory because the pattern repeats itself. So first we have hand on the keyboard, and then we go all the fingers up, all the fingers down. Only this. Once we get that, we can practice a little bit quicker. And the same with left hand, very slowly at the first time. And focus, you see, I'm focusing about the going with my fingers in very articulate manner, so that my technique is more important than playing note by note in just note by note. Yeah, so go very slowly. Oh, you see, I hold it the fourth finger. The fourth finger is the weakest one, so often it will go up with third or fourth or three maybe fingers at one time, but don't be worried, this is natural. So when we have this, just try to play as slow as you need to, but focus about lifting the finger up, just not too much, but that much that you have the force to play comfortably each note. Okay, once we have that in quite semi-fluent tempo, something like this, we go higher. The reason is we need to go quicker with both tempos in left and right hand to have them put together with slower tempo, and then we will have more easiness with going both hands. Because when I practice, I often go in this manner that we need to go up with tempo, then slowing down with the tempo when we put them together, put hands together, and then we will have more easy playing for both hands. So okay, for example, we will have this tempo, and with left hand of course the same. So we go, this was the tempo for each hand. Now we go a little slower, and we try to play it in this tempo. And try to play it with only one group. So when we have this, now we try to play more groups at one time. Yeah? So again, right hand or left hand only, then second hand, then speeding them up and putting both hands with a little slower tempo together. So for example, I will just skip some steps. So for example, we now have 3 groups. Something like this, and in this tempo the left hand as well. And now we try to play it a little slower. And you will notice in practicing that the more groups you try to play, the more measures you try to stitch up together, the more difficult it is to play the whole thing, because as you can imagine, when we try to play, for example, this exercise has almost I would say 1 page, because here we have some text and this is 1 line from the same exercise, so 1 page. So we have 1 page, and when we try to play 1 page in one go, this is much harder than, for example, 1 line or 2 measures. So don't get discouraged when you make a mistake. If you make a mistake on step when we have put together something, for example, like 1 line, and you make mistake, for example, on A here, yeah, so we go up, something like this, yeah, then don't get discouraged, don't play from the beginning, try to play from the last beginning of group. So for example, when we make a mistake here, we go here. So once again, I make a mistake. Okay, something went bad. I go again. Now it's good. When you have the same mistake over and over, that means that this is something that you need to work on. And when you play, because this is for the exercising, when you want to play for someone, you don't go behind the mistake, you go forward. So for example, from here we go here to F. I make a mistake. Okay, I restructure my hands, I am in the right position, and I go further. The reason is when you want to have something, when you want to start behind a mistake, you can make a mistake, the same mistake again. So for exercising, this is good, because you see, was that mistake like 1 time thing, or was it like something that I need to work on? But for performing, you need to go on and don't stop. This is the most important thing, and don't get stuck on one thing. So yeah, when you make a mistake in practicing, go behind it and try to replay it. When you make a mistake performing, try to go forward. Okay, for today it will be everything, and have a pleasant day practicing, and see you in the next video.